We are doing exercise 10B, and in this video we'll be answering question 2. So let's zoom in here and see what we've got. So we're asked to evaluate, and right here we have 5 factorial over 3 factorial. So let me write that out. I know that 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. I then am going to divide that by 3 factorial. So 3 times 2 times 1. Now hopefully you can see that 3 times 2 times 1 is going to cancel out with 3 times 2 times 1, which is going to leave me with 5 times 4. So it's going to leave me with 5 times 4, and we know that the answer to that is 20. So the answer to my first question, A, will be 20. Let me get my highlighter and give that a highlight. Let's now come down to B. So B is giving me 9 factorial over 7 factorial. So 9 factorial is 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. I then am going to divide that by 7 factorial, and I might even try to cheat here. Can I, through the power of technology, simply put this down here? I can. Whoops. So that now is 7 factorial down there. Now hopefully, as you just saw, that is exactly the same as up here. That's why I could copy and paste it. So I can cancel that out with that out. Let me try that line again. That, which is going to leave me with just 9 times 8. So I'm going to be left with 9 times 8, which is equal to 72. Get your highlighter and give that a highlight. Let's now come down to the next one, which is 3 factorial over 0 factorial. 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. And I know that 0 factorial is 1, which means these 1s are going to cancel. I'm going to be left with 3 times 2, which is equal to 6. Hopefully you can appreciate that 3 factorial over 0 factorial is just the same as 3 factorial, because cancelling out that 1 really didn't do anything to my answer. All right, let's come down here. We have 8 factorial over 6 factorial. So it's going to be 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And I'm going to divide that by 6 factorial. And again, I am going to cheat. I'm going to take that, because that is 6 factorial. I'm going to put that down here. And then, whoopsie daisy, didn't want to do that. Then I'm going to cancel that with that, which is just going to leave me with 8 times 7. So I'm going to come over here and say I'm left with 8 times 7, which is equal to 56. Get my highlighter, give that a highlight. Let's come down to the next one, which is 5 factorial over 0 factorial. So 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 0 factorial, oops, is simply 1, which means that 1 is going to cancel out with that 1. And now what I have to figure out is what is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. 5 times 4 is 20. 3 times 2 is 6. 20 times 6 is 120. I'm just going to put the answer right there. All done. Let us now answer our last question, which is 10 factorial over 7 factorial. All right. So it's going to be 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now I'm going to divide that by, doing straight lines is so hard on this computer. Now I'm going to copy from here, 7 factorial, so 7 down, put that there, click off it, get my pen back. Now I can, by looking at this, cancel out that with that, which is going to leave me with 10 times 9 times 8, which is simply going to be 90 times 8, which will be 720. So I come over here, I can go 10, whoops, if I can write 10 times 9 times 8 equals 720. Get your highlighter, give that a highlight. So that right there are all our answers. Hopefully this video was helpful to you in answering question 2 of exercise 10b.